So look over here, friends. My aunt just came back from her country, Pakistan, and she brought me some traditional clothing, a game, and some sweets. So first, let's start with my clothing. This is the national or country clothing, and it's by a local brand called Jada right here. This is their main logo right here. So first, let me show you this fully. So let me just open it up. So this is the shirt you can say in English. This would be like the shirt. So this is the shirt. So it's very good and it's a very light fabric. And then right here there are two pockets, you could say, right here and right here. So the style is very good and the color. And I also really like this, as you can see. It goes around. So it's very good. I really like it. And I really like the ones that come like this. And now let me show you like the pants. So let's just pick this up. And here are the pants, as you can see. So here you go, the pants. So we still have to put these together a little bit and tighten them up. That's why they're so big. So we still have to tighten them up. And now moving on. Here is my brother's suit. My aunt got this from my brother. It's from the same company. And his is like a smaller one, so they wrapped it in this plastic piece. So let me open this for you so you guys have a little example. So here you go. So now let's take this cardboard out. And voila, here it is. So it's just like this, but so we still have to sew the arms on, I think. Or here's the pants. These are also pretty big, so yeah. This is my little brother's. Okay, and now to the next one, the game. So this is a traditional game. These are like the dice and the players of the game. You will like roll and then throw it, and this is like the board. Right here is like the main game. So you can start and there's houses. This is a kid's version, so that's why it's small. You could get a bigger version that's for older kids or people like that. And then on the other side, there's another game. So you would start here and you'd make it all the way up to 100, but there's like ladders, so it's a ladder so you could go up. So if you like land on 29, you could go to 85. And if you hit a slide, you have to go down. So there are kids on it, so I really like it because kids would be playing this. So it's very fun. As you can see, there's little kids, and then there's this guy that looks like a 10-year-old or a teen. These guys as well. And now let's move this to the side. Now let me show you the sweets. So this is like a national sweet. You can get this anywhere in the country. It's a very good sweet. It's very good, and whenever we go back to the country or someone comes, they would bring it, and everybody that lives in the US would enjoy it, or wherever they go, they will enjoy it. So now let's get to the next thing. So this is another one of mine. So it is like a navy blue with a white. So it's a navy blue. As you can see, there's a light texture. If you guys can see, there's like a light texture on this thing. So this is from my mom's mom, my grandmother. So she sent this for me. It's also from the same company, I think, and it's very good. It comes with this white piece. It's just a little messed up, so it has wrinkles on it, but otherwise it would be plain white like the other one. And now let's move this to the side. Now to my favorite one. This is also from my grandmother. I love this one because of this border lining on it. The flowers is really good, and I really like it. It's one of the only ones that has this on for me. Let me just open this. It's plain white, just with this borderline. But if you look over here on the sleeves, you can see there's a little borderline on them as well. This one's one pocket, I think, and it's pretty good. Now here's like the pants for this. See, this is like how they look originally. Unlike the ones you saw before, they were all wrinkled up. So please tell me in the comments below which one you think is the best and which one you think is like pretty good. So today, friends, I am doing Break It Up. So let's get started. Below in a single paragraph, but it contains 3 main ideas. Underline the 3 topic sentences. Then write the correct proofreading mark where each new paragraph should begin. So first we need to know what a proofreading mark is. So what is proofreading marks? Proofreading marks show what to correct when you edit. So now that we know what proofreading marks are, we can get started with this paragraph. So now let's get started. Digital photography is less expensive than film photography. With film photography, you must pay for the film, and then you pay to develop the film. Also, you must pay for each print that you want, but with digital photography, you don't buy films, and you don't pay to develop the film. With digital photography, it's easy to make changes in each photo. You can edit a photo to sharpen its focus, and you can add special effects to a photo. For example, you can tint it brown so it looks old. Or you can crop it to get rid of unwanted things in the background. Digital photos can be used in many different ways. One way to use them is a screensaver. Another way is to make an electronic scrapbook of your digital photos. You can organize the photos in any order as many times as you want. Best of all, you can email digital photos to your friends. So now that we've read this text, first we have to find the 3 main topic sentences. So one topic sentence is right here. Digital photography is less expensive than film photography. So I'm going to mark it that this is one up to there. So now we have to put the proofreading mark so they know to edit this at the end. So like this. So I'm going to put it over here like this. So that's a proofreading mark so they can edit it at the end. So the other one is right here. With digital photography, it's easy to make changes in each photo. So right here to right here. Now I'm going to make the same mark over here on the top. Now the third and final one is, so the last one is right here. Digital photos can be used in many different ways. So I'm going to make that a mark over here and right here. And now let me make the proofreading mark. There we go. So now I will explain why I think these are the topic sentences. So first of all, let's start with this one. Digital photography is less expensive than film photography. So I know this is a topic sentence because the rest of the paragraph up to here explains it. And mainly a topic sentence. So to find a topic sentence, just look at the paragraph. And the topic sentence usually describes the paragraph in just one sentence. Now let's go on to this one. When I was reading, I read this sentence over here. With digital photography, it's easy to make changes to each photo. the rest of the paragraph up to here explains this. And then the final one over here, digital photos can be used in many different ways. So this one, because the rest of this just explains why this is the main topic. So now I'm doing the math building skills. Circle the 6 in each number and write its place value. So first we got to know about place value. So I got it written over here. The place value of a digit in a number is determined by where it appears in the number. For example, 2,547. So the 2 is in the thousands place, the 5 is in the hundreds place, the 4 is in the tens place, and the 7 is in the ones place. So now that we know, we're going to go on to the next one. So we're going to go on to the piece that we're going to be doing. So let's start. So 46, we have to find the 6. So the 6 is right here. I'm going to circle it. And the 6 is in the place value of 1. So we're going to write 1s over here. 1s. Now to the next one. The 6 is right here and it is in the hundreds place. So we're going to write hundreds over here. Hundreds. And now the 6. So the 8 is in the ones place, the 6 is in the tens place, and the 1 is in the hundreds place. So as I said, the 6 is in the tens place. So I'm going to write tens over here. Tens. Now to the next one over here. This column is the ones place, this column is the tens place, this column is in the hundreds place or is the hundreds place, and this column is the thousands place. So the 6 is in the hundreds place. So we're going to circle the 6 and write hundreds again. Hundreds. Now to the next one over here. The 0 is in the ones place, the 9 is in the tens place, the 1 is in the hundreds place, and the 6 is in the thousands place. So we're going to circle the 6. It's in the thousands place, so I'm gonna write thousands over here. So I'm gonna write it now. Thousands. Thousands. Now to the next one over here. So there is only one digit and it's 6. And the 6 is in the ones place. I'm going to circle it and write ones over here. Ones. And now over here, let's read this first. Circle the 1 in each number and write its place value. So before we did the 6's and now we have to find the 1 and circle it and then write down the place value. So again, over here, the 2 is in the ones place, the 4 is in the tens place, the 5 is in the hundreds place, and the 1 is in the thousands place. So we're going to circle the 1, and it's in the thousands place, so we're going to write thousands over here. Thousands. And now to the next one. 5 is in the ones place, 4 is in the tens place, and 1 is in the hundreds place. So we're going to circle the 1 and write hundreds. Hundreds. Now over here, this one column is the ones place, this column is the tens place, this column is the hundreds place, and this column is the thousands place. So the 1 is in the ones place. So I'm going to circle the 1 and write ones. Ones. Now to the final one of the ones. Over here is 0. Then the 1 in the tens place, the 0 in the ones place, the 1 in the tens place, the 8 in the hundreds place, and the 9 in the thousands place. So let's circle the 1 and write the place it's in. It's in the tens place, so it matches over here. It says 10. So let's write tens. Tens. And now over here, circle the 3 in each number and write its place value. So now we have to do the 3. The 2 is in the ones place, the 0 is in the tens place, the 3 is in the hundreds place, and the 5 is in the thousands place. So our 1 is 3 right here in the hundreds place. We're going to write hundreds. Hundreds place. And now over here, the 3 is in the ones place, the 4 is in the tens place, the 1 is in the hundreds place, and the 9 is in the thousands place. So over here, the 3 is in the ones place. We're going to circle the 3 and put ones. Ones. Now to the next one, 5 is in the ones place, 3 is in the tens place, and 7 is in the hundreds place. So the 3 is in the tens place, so we're going to write tens. Tens. Now to the final one over here, the 7 is in the ones place, the 4 is in the tens place, the other 4 is in the hundreds place, and the 3 is in the thousands place. So we're going to circle the 3 and write thousands. Thousands. And we're done here, and I'm going to give you guys another example. So I'm gonna do this page right here. So this page is Rebels Challenge, and I'm doing this to give you guys another another example of how place value is done. So let's get started with this page as well. Rebel the computer has challenged Kyle to guess 3 different numbers. Read the clues and fill in the chart to find out Rebel's numbers. So let's start with this. First one, I am thinking of a number that has 5 tens. It also has 9 thousands. And then Kyle, it has 8 10,000s. Also, it has 2 hundreds. Oh yes, it only has 1 ones. So let's start from the back over here, the ones. So over here, the computer says it only has 1 1. So we're going to write 1 in the ones place. And now to the tens up here, it has 5 tens. So we're going to write 5 in the tens place. And now to the hundreds place right here, it says it has 200. So we're going to put 2 right here. Now to the thousands place, we're going to put 9. It also has 9,000. So the 9 is going to go right here. And over here, the 8, the last one, is in the 10,000s place. So it's going to go right here at the start, 8. So our full number is 89,251. So we're going to write the number right here. 89,251. So there we go. We wrote the number. And now over here, this is a new number, Kyle. It has 300s, it has 7,000s, it has 7 ones. I like 7s. The number I think of has 4 10s. It has as many 10,000s as it can, which is 9. So let's start with the ones again. Over here, it has 7 ones, so we're going to write 7. And now to the tens, it has 4 tens right here, it says. So we're going to write 4 tens. And then the hundreds, it has 300, says at the start. So we're going to write 3. And it has 7,000s. And it has 9 10,000s. So our full number is 93,347. So 97. I said the number wrong. Please forgive me. 97,347. 97, 347. So we wrote the number, and now to the final one over here. Okay, here's your last number. It has 100, it has 2,000, it has 7 tens. I'm still thinking of my number. It has 6 ones, only one place left, Kyle. It has 5,000, so we're going to start with the ones. It has 6 ones. This number has 6 ones, and the tens, it has 7 tens, and the hundreds, wait, the hundreds, it has 100s, and now the thousands, it has 5,000s, and it has 2 10,000. So the full number is 25,176. 25,176. So enjoy the rest of the video. So this one is keeping warm, and this is type of coincidence because now it's winter, a cold season. So you guys should be wearing these things and protecting your family and your friends and yourself. So let's start finding these things. So first one, keeping warm, boots. So boots are right here, BOOTS, boots. Now to the next one, coat. Let's look for coat. Coat. Here's coat, COAT. Now to the next one, gloves. Gloves. So here we go, gloves. And now to the next one, hat. Let's look for hat. Here we go, hat. Now to the next one, mittens. Mittens. So mittens is right here. Mittens. 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 And now the next one, pants. Pants. And here we go, pants. And now for the next one, scarf. Here's scarf. Now for the final one, socks. So here we go, socks. Now to the next part. So now it's time for some word searches. So I'm going to be doing this easy one. How do you feel? So we have to find all these feelings, and let's start. The first one is cheerful. So let's look for cheerful. Cheerful, 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 cheerful. Here we go, cheerful. 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 So we're gonna check that out. Now to the next one, excited. So let's look for excited. Excited, excited. EXCITED, excited. So we're gonna circle that or line it. Now to the next one, giggly. Let's look for giggly. Giggly, 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 giggly. Here we go, giggly. GIGGLY, giggly. Now to the next one, good. So let's look for good. Here we go, good. GOOD, good. Let's look for goofy. Goofy. Here's goofy. GOOFY, goofy. Now to the next one, happy. Happy, happy. So here's happy, HAPPY, happy. Now the next one, joyful. Here's joyful. Joyful. Wait, no, it's not up to 1. Joyful. Joyful. That's the last one. Sleepy. 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 Here we go. Sleepy. Now I'll be doing the other one. Now friends, I am doing a science activity. The activity name is the solar system. So let's get started. Read about the solar system. Then read about the planets on the following page. So let's read this part first. A tour of our solar system. Our solar system is made up of the sun, which is at the very center of our system, and the 8 planets plus dwarf planets, asteroids and meteors that orbit the sun: Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. A good way to remember the order of the planets is to remember this sentence. My very educated mother just showed us Netherlands. So the first letter of all of them will represent one planet each. So these are the questions, but to answer the questions we have to read this page over here. So I'm going to read this page and then I'll answer the questions. So let's start with this one here. Earth. Our home planet is the 3rd planet from the sun. It takes 365 days to orbit the sun. Earth has 1 moon. Now let's go on to this one over here. Pluto used to be considered a planet, but now called a dwarf planet. It takes Pluto 247.7 Earth years to orbit the sun. That means a Plutonation year is 90.410 days long. Pluto has 3 moons. Let's go over here. Saturn is known for its beautiful rings, which are chunks of ice and rocks as small as the head of a pin or as large as an elephant. It takes Saturn 29.5 Earth years to orbit the sun. Saturn has 31 moons. Now over here, the last major planet in our solar system is Neptune. The blue color of Neptune is due to methane gas in its atmosphere, which absorbs all the red light. There is a consistent storm raging over Neptune, with winds blowing 10 times faster than the worst hurricane on Earth. It takes almost 165 Earth years for Neptune to orbit the sun. Neptune has 8 moons. Now over here, Venus, the 2nd planet from the sun. It covered in a thick layer of clouds. These clouds are made of sulfuric acid, which trap the heat of the sun on the surface of the planet and makes it our solar system's hottest planet. Now over to this one. Uranus is a frozen planet completely covered in an icy layer of clouds. It takes Uranus 84 Earth years to orbit the sun. Uranus has 27 moons. Now over here, Jupiter is the 5th planet from the sun and the largest planet in the solar system. It is 318 times the size of Earth, and it made up of gases that give it a red and orange glow. A great red spot in the center of Jupiter is a great cloud swirling in the opposite direction of all the other clouds. It takes Jupiter 11.86 Earth years to orbit the sun. Jupiter has 36 moons. 63 moons. Sorry, I read that backwards. Now, Mercury, the planet closest to the sun, looks a lot like our moon. It is covered in craters and it has no atmosphere. It takes Mercury 88 Earth days to orbit the sun. Now over here, Mars, the fourth planet from the sun, is known as the red planet because of its desert-like landscape. It has long grooves in the land from rivers that flowed there 4 billion years ago. There might have once been life on Mars, though the atmosphere is too thin to support life now. It takes Mars 686.98 Earth days to orbit the sun. Mars has 2 moons. Now that we've read this, we can answer the questions. Answer the questions about the planets. What planet looks blue because of the methane gas? So let's go back over here to see which one is blue because of the methane gas. So over here we can see in Neptune, the blue colors of Neptune is due to methane gas in its atmosphere. So now that we know what planet has methane gas and is blue, we can write it down. So I'm going to put Neptune. Neptune. And now to the next question. What planet orbits the sun in 88 days? So let's go back over here. And the planet that orbits the sun, the sun in 88 days is Mercury. It takes Mercury 88 Earth days to orbit the sun. So now that we know, we can write it down. So I'm going to write Mercury. Mercury. Now to the next question. Which is the largest planet in our solar system? So the largest planet in our solar system is Jupiter. So we're going to write Jupiter over here. And to support that Jupiter is the largest planet, it is 318 times the size of Earth. So that explains why it's the largest. So we're going to write Jupiter over here. Jupiter. Now to the next question. What dwarf planet is no longer considered to be a major planet in our solar system? So a dwarf planet is Pluto. Pluto used to be considered a planet but is now called a dwarf planet. So let's write Pluto over here. Pluto. Now to the next one. What planet is known as the red planet? So over here, Mars. So Mars is the red planet. Mars, the fourth planet from the sun, is known as the red planet. So we're going to write Mars over here for our answer. Mars. And now to the next one. What major planet is covered in an icy layer of clouds? So let's look over here, right here. Uranus is a frozen planet completely covered in an icy layer of clouds. So I'm going to write Uranus over here. Uranus. Now to the next one. What planet is third from the sun? So Earth is third from the sun. Earth, our planet, is the third planet from the sun. So I'm going to write Earth over here. Earth. Now to our next one. What planet is known for its beautiful rings? So the planet that's known for its beautiful rings is Saturn. Saturn is known for its beautiful rings. So we're going to write Saturn over here. Saturn. Now to the final one on this page. Which planet is the hottest? So the hottest planet is Venus. So Venus is right here. Venus, the second planet from the sun, is covered in a thick layer of clouds and so on. So right here, Venus, and makes it our solar system's hottest planet. So let's put Venus over here. Venus. So now we are on the next page, which is also connected to the solar system page. It's the same thing, but this one just talks about the moon. The moon. Read about the moon. It takes the moon 27 days and 7 hours to go around the earth once. As it orbits the earth, the moon is illustrated by the sun in different ways, illuminated by the sun in different ways, depending how the sun, earth, and moon line up. Each of the different looks of the moon is called a lunar phase. So now first we'll have to read the lunar phases to answer the questions. So let's start with the first one here. The first quarter, also known as a half moon. Now over here, waxing crescent. So first let's go over here. We need to know what a waxing crescent is. So it says brain fact, waxing means growing. So now let's keep going. New moon is right here. This is like a photo of the new moon. And then waning crescent. So let's go back over here. It says waning means shrinking. So let's keep going. Last quarter is also known as a half moon. Now here, waning gibbous. So if I said that wrong. So here's a picture of the full moon and then the waxing gibbous. Now that we know the phrases or the lunar phases, let's answer the questions over here. When the moon is between the sun and the earth, it is completely in the shadows. This lunar phase is called a new moon. So if you look back over here, it's completely in the shadows. So we're going to put new moon right here. New moon. Let's go to the next question. A blank appears as a complete circle in the night sky. So over here, we're going to go to the full moon. So the full moon doesn't have any shadows. So it will appear as a complete circle in the night sky. So we're going to put full moon over here. Full moon. Now let's go on to the next one. There are 2 times in a lunar circle when we only see a silver of the moon. These are called the waxing crescent and the waning crescent. So I'm going to write both of them over here. So first I'm going to write the waxing crescent. Waxing crescent. Crescent. And now to the next one of the answer. So we're going to have to write the next one. So waxing crescent, and the next one is the waning crescent. So we're going to write waning crescent. Waning crescent. Waning crescent. Now we can go on to the next one. Question. Another term for a last quarter moon and a first quarter moon is a blank. So let's go over here. So as we can see, the last quarter moon is right here and the first quarter moon. They both have one thing that's the same. Half moon is written under both of them. So we're going to write half moon over here. Half moon. Now let's go on to the next question. How long does it take the moon to orbit the sun? Blank. So the answer is not going to be over here on the drawing. It's going to be over here in the captions. It takes the moon 27 days and 7 hours to go around the earth once. So you're going to write 27 days and 7 hours. 27 days and 7 hours. 7 hours. Now to the next question. Where do you think the word month comes from? So the word month comes from the word moon. So I'm going to write moon, the word moon. The word moon. So I'm just going to put these here. Just so they know that's the answer. Now let's go on to the final question. A gibbous moon is when more than half the moon is visible. A blank comes before the half moon phase. A blank comes before the full moon phase. So the answers to this would be the waning gibbous and the waxing gibbous. So first the waxing gibbous and then the waning gibbous. So let's write these down. Waxing, and now here over here the waning one. Waning. The waning gibbous. So now friends, it's time for math. So we're going to be doing tens. So we're just going to be multiplying one digit by two digits. Multiply, regroup as needed, show your work. So first let's see the example. So 35 times 7. So first we have to do 7 times 5, which is 35. So we put the 5 and then the 3 is carried over here to the 3. So 7 times 3 is 21 plus the 3 is 24. So there we go. We have our example, and now let's go to our one. So let's start over here. So 72 times 2. So first 2 times 2, which is 4. So we don't have to carry or regroup. So now 7 times 2 or 2 times 7, whichever one you guys want to do, is 14. So there we go. And over here now, 9 times 1 is 9. And then 9 times 1 again is 9. So 99. Now to the next one, 8 times 6 is 48. So I'm gonna write 8 here and then 4 here. And now 6 times 4, which is 24, plus 4 is 28. So our answer is 228. Now to the next one on this first row, 93 times 4. So 4 times 3 is 12. So we're going to write 2, and then carry the 1. 4 times 9 is 36. 36 plus 1 is 37. Now to the second row, first one. 19 times 7. 7 times 9 is 63. So we're going to write 3 and carry the 6. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 6 is 13. Now to over here. 37 times 6. So 7 times 6 is 63 or 42. So 42. So 2 and 4 here. And now 6 times 3, 18. 18 plus 4 is 22. There we go. It's 2, 2, 2. Okay, now to the next one. 90 times 8. 8 times 0 is 0. And then 8 times 9 is 72. And now over here, 7 times 3 is 21. So we put the 1 here and carry the 2. 7 times 5 is 35. And then plus 2 is 37. Now to the second one's final row. 22 times 5. So 5 times 2 is 10. So 0 and carry the 1. And then it's going to be 10 again because it's the same digit. So 5 times 2 is 10, but we have to add the 1. So we're going to put 11. So 110. And now over here, 84 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. So we're going to put 2 here and carry the 1. And now 3 times 8, which is 24, plus 1 is 25. All right, 25. Now over here, 89 times 4. 4 times 9 is 36. So we're going to write 6 here and carry the 3. And now 4 times 8 is 32. Plus 3 is 35. Now over here, 58 times 8. So 8 times 8 is, one second, is 64 or 65? 64. So I'm going to write 64 here. 4 and 6 right here. And now 8 times 5, which is 40, plus 6 is 46. Now over here is 34 times 6. 6 times 4 is 24, so 4 and carry the 2. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 2 is 20. Now over here, 71 times 9. 9 times 7 is 9, and then, 9 times 1 is 9, and then 9 times 7 is 63. Now over here, 33 times 4. So 4 times 3 is 12. So we're going to put 2 here and then 1. Carry the 1. And then 4 times 3 again, which would be 12. But plus the 1 is 13. So over here now, 77 times 4. 4 times 7 is 28. So 8 and carry the 2. 4 times 7 again is 28. And 28 plus 2 is 30. So you're going to write 30. Now over here, 25 times 1. So this is basic math, so I'll just write 25. Because 5 times 1 is 5, and then 1 times 2 is 2. So it's basic math. Now over here, 12 times 9. 9 times 2 is 18, so we're going to write 8 and then carry the 1. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Now over here is 67 times 3. So 3 times 7 is 21, 1 and carry the 2. Then 3 times 6 is 18, plus 2 is 20. So now I will be doing the next page of this is the next part of this. It's three digit this time instead of 2. So let's get started. This is 4th grade math. All of this is 4th grade. You can learn this in 4th grade. All of this would be taught in 4th grade. So let's get to it. It has the same heading. So let's get to the example first. So 233 times 6. So 3 times 6, so 6 times 3 would be 18, so carry the 1 and 8. And then it will be the same thing, 18, but we have the 1, so 19, 9, and then carry the 1. And then 6 times 2 would be 12, plus the 1 would be 13, so 1,398. So now let's get started with ours. So these look like fewer questions, and they are. So let's get started with these. So 190 times 4. 4 times 0 is 0. And then 4 times 9 is 36. 6 and then 3. Then 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 4 times 1 is 4. And then plus 3, which is 7. So 760. Now let's go over here. 312 times 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 8 and carry the 1. And then 9 times 1 is 9. Plus 1 is 10. So 0 and carry the 1. And now 9 times 3, which is 27. Plus 1 is 28. 28. So now there are 4 digits in this number. And like the example, we have to put a comma. So the comma will go right here. So after every 3 digits, you can put a comma. So now let's go on to the third one. 253 times 7. 7 times 3 is 21. 1 and then 2. And then 7 times 5 is 35. Plus 2 is 37. So we're going to write 7 and then carry the 3. And then 7 times 2 is 14. 14 plus 3 is 17. So we're going to put 17 here. And now the comma. Now over here, 384 times 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 and carry the 1. 3 times 8 is 24. Plus 1 is 25. So we're going to put 5 and carry the 2. And then 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. And then carry, and then put the comma. Over here now is 343 times 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 8 and carry the 1. 6 times 4 is 24. Plus 1 is 25. 5 and then 2. And since these are both 3's and then the 6 is multiplying both of them, so it's going to be 18 again, but plus 2. So 20. And here is the answer. Now let's keep going. 190 times 8. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 9 is 72. And we're going to put 2 here. Sorry. Going to put 2 here. And 7 here. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 7 is 15. I'm going to put the comma. Now over here, 9 times 2 is 18. 8. And carry the 1. 9 times 1 is 9. Plus 1 is 0 or 10. And then carry the 1. 9 times 5 is 45. Plus 1 is 46. Then put the comma. Now over here, 5 times 3 is 15. So 5 and carry the 1. 5 times 5 is 25. Plus 1 is 26. 6 and 2. 5 times 6 is 30. Plus 2 is 32. The comma. So far, if we look, this is the biggest number, or this one is the biggest number we got. So let's keep going. 8 times 3 is 24. So I'm going to write 4. Then carry the 2. And there's going to be 24 again, but plus 2 is 26. So we're going to put 6 and carry the 2. 8 times 4 is 32. Plus 2 is 34. Now to the final row over here. 8 times 6 is 48. So we're going to write 8 here and carry the 4. And then 8 times 4 is 32, plus 4 is 36, so 6, and then carry the 3. So let's keep going. 8 times 9 is 72, plus 3 is 75. So now this is the biggest number we got. Now over here, 7 times 4 is 28, 8, and then 2, and then 7 times 6 is 42, plus 2 is 44, so 4 and 2. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 2 is 16. Now let me just check this. So now over here, 7 times 4 is 28, 8, and then carry the 2. And then 7 times 6 is 42, plus 2 is 44, so 4 and carry a 4. Then 7 times 2 is 14, plus 4 is 18. Now the comma. And now over here, 7 times 6 is 42. So we're going to write 2 here and carry the 4. And now 7 times 2 is 14, plus 4 is 18. 8 and carry the 1. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 1 is 22. Now over here, 9 times 2 is 18, so 8 and carry the 1. 9 times 4 is 36, plus 1 is 37, so we're going to write 7 and then carry the 3. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 3 is 30. Now to the final one, 8 times 4 is 32, 2, carry the 3. 8 times 8 is 64, then plus 3 is 67, so I'm going to write 7 and carry the 6. And now 8 times 5 is 40, plus 6 is 46. So one more thing, if we look at this and we compare all the numbers, we can see that the first equation that we did is the smallest one we got, and then the biggest one we got is over here in the last row, and they have a big difference. So now that I have completed all the work, and these were all challenges by my mom, she said complete the science and this math, and now we will go out to eat dinner outside. If I didn't complete all these in one day, we would make dinner at home and eat that, but now that I've completed them, we're going out for dinner. Friends, I'm having dinner at this restaurant. It's called Babylon Restaurant. First it was called Sana's Restaurant, and now they changed the name, and it's at a big shopping complex. This is the shopping complex. So this store right here, G-Mart, you see over there, Super G-Mart. It is a big Chinese or Japanese mixed shopping grocery store, and you could get anything over here that you would need. It has all Asian style food, like all Asian style like recipe like books and stuff like that, clothing, there's food inside, vegetables, all style, and it's just a very big grocery store. And then there's some more things over here, and then going back to the restaurant. Now I will be going in the restaurant, so let's go in. And this is in, I believe, Greensboro. So if you guys live in Greensboro, you guys can come. So restaurant, today's dish, tomorrow's wish. Let's go in. So you can see it's written in Arabic. So now we will order, and then before we order, we need to pick our food. And this is the menu. As you can see they haven't changed the name, so it still says Sana's Restaurant. And this is their number and stuff. over here is the first part of their menu. And now the back side of the menu has a lot of stuff. So if you guys are able to see, they've blacked out some stuff. Those stuff are not available. So first, let's start with the first thing. And the first one is breakfast, then appetizers, the kids menu, then there's special platter, which we always order, and this is what we are going to order. Then the soups and salads, the sandwiches, and then over here are the platters or plates. These are all the different ones. So we're going to order this, and then we will show you guys the food. And this is the inside. That's their like serving area. So we got the appetizers of our meal. So we got the big bread and then 2 plates of hummus. So now we got our meal, the main meal right here, and then we got the salad and the french fries over there. So we will enjoy the food, and I hope you guys like the video.